John was curious, is like, did that actually happen? Like, he was like, did that actually happen? Did you actually drop your phone on accident? And I guess, like, I'm curious, all these years later, whether you can talk about that.
Yeah, I know it was absolutely on accident. I didn't mean to drop it, but it was totally a blessing. Like I think we were up there stressing, and it was really hard to not look at our phones and not, we were kind of, we're saying that the only communication we were going to have is outgoing, but we were still sort of following all the news coverage because it was global at that point, and it was super distracting. And suddenly I dropped my phone, and I was actually in a different portal than Kevin, so it wasn't like I could look at his phone. I was in a portal with Brett Lowell, our filmer, so it was me and him hanging out there, and then Kevin had his own. So Kevin was just over there following following the coverage, just stressing out like crazy, and I was able to just distance myself from it, and it was amazing. Like the colors came back to life, like my humor came back in a different way. The stress for me personally was a little bit over because I had sent the hard pitches at that point, and so I was just sort of waiting around for Kevin and really appreciating the moment. Like it's a beautiful place up there, and I think when I
Yeah.
had my phone and we were talking to media and following this coverage, it was, we didn't recognize the experience and the beauty as much.
Yeah. What do you remember about the press conference afterwards?
Oh, the press conference was one of the most awkward days of my life because I got sick up on the wall the last few days. I think Corey Rich was going up and down the last couple days taking photos of us, and he brought a cold up on the wall and gave me a cold. And then we were, it's just a harsh environment. I was really dehydrated. I was yelling to Kevin, like cheering him on, like as loud as I could every day. And so the last day, I completely lost my voice, like 100%. And when we topped out, I was able to talk to people in this kind of frog-like voice. But I woke up the next morning and I could not get any air through my vocal cords. I couldn't say a thing. And then we had to do this press conference for like 8 hours of press interviews. And I just sat there next to Kevin as he talked. And it was really strange.
Did you sense that acceleration in climbing kind of in the mid-teens too? Did you just, you do look at like the climbing gym growth, and it's kind of crazy, that sort of mid-teens in the last decade.
Yeah, I definitely sensed it, and I've heard it from a lot of climbing gym owners. I think the formula had been figured out that climbing gyms were sort of this financially viable, good thing before the Dawn Wall happened. But some good friends of mine who own gyms in Boulder and Denver, they said that because of the Dawn Wall and right after the Dawn Wall, they had like floods of people coming in. They're basically like, I'd go to the gym and they'd be like, "Thank you, oh my God, this is kind of incredible. So many people are coming into the gym now," and so it became more financially good, and so then therefore more gyms opened, and yeah, I feel like that all contributed.